Alright, mic check, any better? Mic check, 1, 2. Can I get a mic check? 1, 2. Looks like it's coming in hot as hell. Dial me down just a little bit. Alright. Man, I missed the days of lav mics. Holy crap. Weren't those fantastic? Alright, C-Dub, let me know in the chat if I sound any better. If not, we're just going to get the show rolling here. Live TV and all that. No time to stop and dick with technical issues. Alright, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, jump on over to Twitter. Give me a follow. If you don't know who I am, I'm a former Wall Street Bets diamond-handed tendy collector, now a full-time cryptonaut that's heading west. If you don't know what that means, then you might be on the wrong channel. Let's see, I know there was something on Twitter I wanted to show you guys. C-Dub says, much better. Okay, cool. We'll work on getting a new microphone here. I hate using the mic that's built into the computer. It's got a good sound quality, but you can hear my graphics card just screaming in the background. Sometimes the music can cover it up, but most of the time it's you can just hear it wailing back there. If we go for more than an hour, I swear the computer's going to melt down. Great interview with Kevin Smith on Hishoshi. If you're into Kevin Smith and you like crypto, check out that interview over on Hishoshi's channel. I always feel like I have a speech impediment when I say his name, Hishoshi. Of course, we had Chair Powell come out. He was talking about CBDCs. That was interesting for us. Says that they have a program that they are looking into central bank stablecoins. Yeah, I don't know what that means. He kind of showed kind of a lack of understanding, really, just of crypto in general. Just some of the questions that he was asked, and just the way he answered them. It was just that classic boomer response, right? Of I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Yeah, here's this little meme for everybody who was buying into Bitcoin here before the close, thinking that Facebook was gonna put Bitcoin on their balance sheets, and of course I said what could go wrong. Feel like we've done this before, telling everyone they need to lower their expectations. Clearly they did not. But here's what I really wanted to show everybody. Who's this guy? Do you know who this guy is? Bit of a hero of mine. Old Bruce Campbell is releasing his own NFT. Check this out. Hop on over here to OpenSea, and there they are. This might blow your eardrums out. We will see. Let me mute my mic here. Make sure you don't get a double loop feedback. So, yep, C-Double. Bruce, that's right. Bruce Campbell releasing a set of NFTs. And of course, because the way NFTs are now, you get more than just, an MP4 here. You actually get to go watch The Evil Dead live with Bruce Campbell. How cool is that? You can see they're going for about $2,600 right now. A little bit out of my price range, but man, if I ever thought about selling Bitcoin, now's the time. Right? Very cool. We had to start the show with that. Bit of a hero of mine. Love Bruce Campbell. Love that he's doing NFTs. Just about the coolest thing ever. Alright, check this out. Here's where we're at on Bitcoin. This is, guys, what the hell, right? What the hell? So you can see right here coming into the close, right at 255. Everybody in crypto went, oh God, FOMO into Bitcoin because Facebook's gonna announce that they put it on their balance sheets. And you can see we shot up almost $2,000. I mean, we went all the way up to 5,600, and then of course the earnings report comes out all right at 301, and they didn't say anything about Bitcoin on their balance sheets, and we tumbled like a rock. Really sad to see. I mean, come on, guys, come on. Are we really that gulp? For one, there was literally no news anywhere other than people are saying, I'm hearing people say that Facebook's putting Bitcoin on the balance sheets. Come the fuck on. So, alright, there's my rant for the day. Had me really heated because I knew this was going to happen. We knew it was going to pump, and then inevitably, when the news came out, it was going to crash. Come on. All right, overall market cap up 3% on the day. We are holding over $2 trillion, currently sitting at $2.2 trillion in the entire crypto market as a whole. Bitcoin currently sitting at $54,317, up 1.3% on the day. Ethereum, $2,702, up 2.4% on the day. Still seeing some divergence between Bitcoin and Ethereum. That tells me we're still in alt season, baby. Binance Coin down 1.3% on the day. XRP down 4.3% on the day. Cardano up 1.2% on the day. Dogecoin up 13% on the day, up to 30 cents. We've actually got some news that explains this pump. We'll close the headlines out with that. Big sigh. Polkadot down 2.5% on the day. Uniswap up 4.7% on the day. Litecoin down 2.7% on the day. Bcash up half a point on the day. And Chainlink down 3% on the day. You can see we're just kind of all over the place. The market's feeling a little schizophrenic today. Some things are up, some things are down. Nobody knows what's what. We're kind of just hanging out in no man's land. Okay, let's see. ETH gas prices sitting at 70 Gwei. Bitcoin dominance continuing to fall, down to 47%. That's pretty wild. Just getting lower and lower. Jump into the headlines. What do we have going on today? Tesla's Q1 SEC filing reveals that $2.48 billion in Bitcoin holdings. I butchered that headline. Tesla reveals that they now have $2.48 billion. For those who need help with that math, Tesla originally bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Now they have $2.48 billion worth of Bitcoin. Sounds to me like Tesla made $1 billion off of Bitcoin in, 2 months? Yeah. So for everybody bad-mouthing Elon yesterday for selling his Bitcoin, calling him a lettuce-handed something or other, yeah, made $1 billion. We should all be so lucky. That's your Tesla news for the day. 3 days in a row. That's some kind of a record. Next up, SEC punts on decision for VanEck Bitcoin ETF until at least June. I know this directly affects CWOK. I think he was really looking forward to this ETF. Oh, who am I kidding? This affects all of us. We were all looking forward to a Bitcoin ETF in the United States for once. But like I said on a couple shows ago, ads, go away. On a couple shows back, the SEC would take every single last second of their 45-day period to figure this out. And that's exactly what they're doing. Kicking the can down the road on the 45-day clock. Yep. Way to go, SEC. Way to go. Next up, Visa CEO says payments giant is moving into the crypto space in a very big way. Don't know what that means. CWK says, damn boomers. Agreed, sir. Agreed. Visa CEO Al Kelly discussed the payments giant CEO crypto ambitions during an earnings call Tuesday, describing the firm as extremely well positioned to do so. As previously reported, Visa is undertaking a multi-pronged strategy as it relates to its services related to Bitcoin, stablecoins, and, on a longer time horizon, central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. It's an area he has elaborated on it in the past. I cannot read today, guys. I apologize. I'll get in the groove here. Let's just keep trucking along. So yeah, there's your Visa news entering the space in a, quote, very big way. I say, show me the money, Visa. Show me the money. Next up, Square adds Bitcoin policy lead from U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Julie Stitzel was a U.S. Chamber of Commerce Centers for Capital Markets Competitiveness prior to joining Square. There she is, Ms. Julie Stitzel. She looks like she knows what she's talking about. Julie Stitzel, the former vice president at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Center for Capital Markets Competitiveness, has joined payment startup Square as Bitcoin policy expert. Cool. So yeah, I guess Square's ramping up crypto stuff. I mean, you got Jack Dorsey tweeting about it every flippin' day, it seems like. I'm surprised it's taken him this long. So, yep, that's your Jack Dorsey's sleeping on crypto news. Next up, Osprey Funds launches a Polkadot trust with Coinbase serving as a custodian. This is interesting. If you don't know what Osprey is very similar to Grayscale. Of course, Grayscale has its trust. Osprey, they've got a Bitcoin trust, they've got an Ethereum trust, and probably a couple other ones, but now they're announcing today that they're going to have a DOT trust. For all you DOT holders out there, this is great news. You can certainly expect to see some sort of Grayscale type pump, right, when the listing goes live. So yeah, congratulations to all you Polkadot holders. Moving along. Here's some pretty big news that really wasn't discussed hardly at all today. Matter of fact, people seemed almost let down by it because I think everybody was so focused on the Facebook buying Bitcoin rumors that people just seemed to overlook this one completely. Publicly listed game maker Nexon allocates $100 million into buying Bitcoin. Seems like good news, right? Now, I've never heard of Nexon. CWK, you ever heard of Nexon? New to me. A Tokyo-based video game maker, Nexon becomes the latest publicly listed technology firm that is allocating parts of its cash into Bitcoin. The firm said in an announcement on Wednesday it had purchased 1,717 Bitcoin. Holy crap. A total cost of $100 million at an average price of $58,226 a coin. At Bitcoin's current price, the investment right now is worth $95 million. Wow. So yeah, video game maker Nexon. Again, never heard of them. Good for them though. I mean, that's going to really help their balance sheet. Maybe they can start making video games that we'll, here in the United States have heard of. Moving along. In your scary news for the day, BSC Protocol Uranium Finance hacked for $50 million. Not sure why we have a petri dish full of what appears to be corn next to a gold nugget. Anyway, the project is in contact with Binance's security team, but the funds have already been sent to Privacy Protocol Tornado Cash. Yep. If you don't know what Tornado Cash is, that there's a Bitcoin mixer, where your Bitcoin goes in, gets washed, and comes back out some other Bitcoin. Hence the name Mixer. Yet another DeFi project on the Binance Smart Chain has fallen to hackers. This time, Uranium Finance was drained of more than $50 million. Uranium Finance joins a list of hacked projects. The attackers exploited the bug in Uranium Finance's smart contract to swap a single token for almost all other tokens in the protocol's liquidity pool. Jeezers. The Uranium is a fork of SushiSwap, another popular decentralized exchange on Ethereum. The protocol's team didn't correctly adapt the code. This left the protocol open to attack. Wow. Sorry, I'm looking at the code here. This is the SushiSwap code. Here's the Uranium Swap code. Trying to see what difference could have left it open to an exploit that is any different than that of Uniswap. This is actually pretty hilarious. Check it out. This is the SushiSwap code, right? But look right here. Look right here. They didn't even bother to change the name in the code. It's still under Uniswap. That makes me chuckle. Okay, so yeah, there's your Binance FUD for the day. Moving along. DBS, JP Morgan, and Temasek to create blockchain-based payments joint venture. The platform to be dubbed Partior? I don't know what that word is. Will seek to disrupt the traditional payments model and the common pain points that come with it. Yeah, I think that's 3 days in a row that JP Morgan's been in the crypto news. What is going on? Wasn't that the bank whose head said that Bitcoin was a scam for 10 years? Big sigh. The platform to be dubbed Partior will seek to disrupt traditional payments model and the common pain points that come with it, according to an announcement Wednesday. Partior is intended to develop wholesale payment rails based on digitized commercial bank money, allowing instantaneous settlements between financial institutions. Sounds like many other coins that already exist. So I guess they're just gonna make their own. Okay, the JP Morgan coin. Good luck with that. I will not be a buyer. This, the venture partners said, will help to address inefficiencies related to multiple validations of payment details by banks and other transactions handling the reconciliation activities. The platform will harness blockchain and smart contracts to enable banks worldwide to conduct real-time cross-border transactions, starting with a focus on flows in USD and SGD between the two Singaporean companies and JP Morgan. Oh, did you guys catch that? See what they're doing? I get it. So when we swap our coins back and forth, that's money laundering. But when JP Morgan does it, well, that's just good business. Moving along before I have a stroke. U.S. officials arrest alleged operator of 336 million Bitcoin mixing service. Roman Sterlingov faces 3 charges: unlicensed money transmission, money laundering, and money laundering without a license. Boy, it's almost like I stacked these stories on purpose, right? Again, for us, it's money laundering. JP Morgan, it's good business. Hell, it's the only kind of business. Oh, breaking news. Justice Department charged 3 white men with hate crimes in the death of black jogger Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia. Moving along. So yeah, Roman here, he got arrested. He's in trouble. They're even dropping words like Silk Road 2.0 in here. Wow. All because he mixed his currencies. Next up. Why there is now more Tether on Tron than on Ethereum. More of the stablecoin is on the Tron blockchain than ever before. Here's what's happening and why it matters. Stablecoin Tether has broken new records with its market cap. It's also breaking records with how much of it is being used on the Tron blockchains. Tether, the most widely traded crypto asset in the market, yesterday hit 50 billion mark in terms of market cap, is an impressive milestone for the controversial stablecoin. Just in February, it stood at 30 billion. Wow. What's more, there's now more of Tether being used on Tron's blockchain than on Ethereum. 1.6 billion more. 1.6 billion worth more, to be exact. Right now, the amount of Tether on Tron is 26 billion. Holy smokes. It's only 24 on ETH. So what does that say about the state of the crypto market? Tron is a decentralized platform designed for content creation. It's similar to Ethereum in the sense that it uses smart contracts, dApps, and digital wallets, but it's more entertainment-based. The vast majority of the activity on the Tron blockchain takes place on gaming and gambling applications. Yeah. Tether is a stablecoin that is pegged with the US dollar, meaning that the coin's value is designed to hold steady. There is some controversy, however, over whether Tether is truly backed by US dollar reserves. The company has never had its reserves independently audited, and just recently settled a fraud investigation with the New York Attorney General's office, which saw it booted from the state. Nevertheless, on-chain data demonstrates that the coin is extremely popular, especially in Asia, according to crypto tracing firm Chain Analysis. It remains the most widely traded cryptocurrency by a considerable margin. So yeah, people. What I get from this story is that people are simply leaving the Ethereum network because of gas fees and going anywhere else where they don't have to pay it, $1,000. Anywhere that's not a gated community, right? CWOK, wait, there's a license to launder money? Yeah, apparently. You just gotta have the initials JP. Next up. Coinbase Pro delays the rollout of Tether trading, citing API issues. Coinbase said it's continuing to work hard on the back end while it resolves the issue. Remember we got news last week that Coinbase Pro was going to relist Tether? Yep. And they say there's a problem with the API. They're seeing some red flags on their end, which I think probably ought to be a red flag to all of us. Personally, I don't use Tether unless I absolutely have to. If I need to move, here's an example. If I need to move a coin, a stable coin in particular, from say the Binance chain over to another wallet, for example, I that doesn't accept USDC, which that isn't many. Honestly, most of the times I don't even use stable coins in those transfers anyway. I'll use something like Bitcoin Cash. But if I were, those are the only times I would use Tether. Emergency situations only, because, as they say in their disclaimer, that they are not obligated to redeem your Tether at any point in time for $1, ever, at any point in time. So, something to consider when you park your money in Tether, that they have outright said that they are under no obligation to pay you money for your coin. Moving along, XRP rebounds strongly following FEMX relisting. This is what we've been waiting for, right? This has been our XRP and XLM thesis now, right, since we took our positions. That the second that these exchanges begin to relist XRP, that we are going to see some crazy movements out of these coins, and we're beginning to see it. This is the first domino to fall. FEMX is now relisting XRP, and it rose a whopping 40% in the past 48 hours. Sure did. Singapore-based trading platform FEMX will relist XRP after surveying its users. More than 74% of the respondents wanted the cryptocurrency exchange to offer the token for trading. The market has reacted positively to the news, pushing prices up by more than 40% in the past 48 hours. No shit. Majority of traders demand XRP. You don't want to mess with that XRP army, man. They'll rip you apart. Next up, a lot of news today, guys. A lot of headlines. Here's your Doge news. Dogecoin spikes on Elon Musk's SNL tweet. I butchered that headline. Dogecoin spikes on Elon Musk's SNL tweet. The Tesla CEO referred to himself as the Doge Father ahead of the SNL appearance on May 8th. Yep. You know, what's been my trading strategy with Dogecoin for a year now. Anytime Elon tweets about it, buy yourself a little bit of Doge. Every time. No matter what. And you sell it the next day. That's the trading strategy for Doge. If you want to make money off of Doge, follow that strategy, you'll make money. Of course, that's not financial advice. I'm just a graphics guy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Doge is a parody crypto derived from the Doge meme created in 2013, which has seen increases of price of over 6,000% in 2021. We all know what Doge is. We don't need that. Here's the tweet from Elon, the Doge Father. I really wish he'd quit tweeting at 3 o'clock in the morning. I swear he always tweets like 10 minutes after I black out for the night. Every time. And then I wake up in the morning and Doge is, through the roof. So it'll be interesting to see what happens Saturday night. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. I'll bet you Doge goes insane. We may hit $1. Next up, crypto project selling NFTs wants to plant 1 million trees with 10% of sales proceeds. Amidst the debate over environmental impact of NFTs, crypto project Trust Swap wishes to donate 10% of the golden ticket NFT sales towards reforestation efforts. Good for them. See, it's stuff like this that'll just really warm the subconscious region of your heart. Good stuff. So yeah, Trust Swap, selling an NFT, and they are going to plant some trees for us. I think that's fantastic. I mean, if you're going to hug trees, it's the right way to do it. Last up, in my favorite news of the day, besides the Bruce Campbell news, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog creator Sega is launching its own NFTs. The video game giant behind Sonic the Hedgehog is following Ubisoft into the NFT industry. CWK, you might be cussing me right now for burying the lead, huh? Stacking this bad boy at the end of the rundown. It's what we call a kicker, buddy. A kicker in the biz. Sega, the video game giant behind Sonic the Hedgehog, is set to launch a line of NFTs this summer. The NFTs will be produced by blockchain startup DoubleJump.Tokyo, the developers behind My Crypto Heroes. Pretty cool, right? We're gonna get some Sega NFTs. It gets me all nostalgic just thinking about it. I really want a Battletoad NFT all of a sudden. That just sounds fantastic. Alright, that is all we got for the headlines. It is time to jump into the sticks. C-Dub says, tricky girl. Tricky girl. Clever girl. Alright, let's start where we ought to start every day, with the good old SPY. Take a gander at what was happening in the boomer market today. Not much, right? You can see, Here's your 5 minute on the day. You boomers just went sideways all day. You were up, you were down, you were up, you were down, you were really up, then you were really down. Is this the Facebook news too? Probably. So there's your S&P. Check out Bitcoin dominance, find out what that's up to. Looks like we're continuing to fall here. Let's jump to the 4 hour. Yeah. Bitcoin dominance continuing to plummet. Look at that. Wow. Showing no signs of stopping, guys. No signs of stopping. We are balls deep into all season right now. That is fantastic. Taking a quick look at Ethereum. I did exit my trade today, guys. I did tell you exactly how I was trading my Ethereum. We had taken a position way down here in the old regression zone, and as soon as we hit our upper trend line here, we sold. Let me grab my brush. We sold. Right, yeah. And that's the great thing about TA. Look, we had these 2 points right here, so we knew that this was going to be a strong trend. And actually, we could go way back on this chart. This is a trend that goes way the hell back. One that I'd drawn in. I think that goes all the way back to East beginning, actually. So it's a long trend. Logarithmic trend line. Let's see. Get rid of my nifty painting there. So yeah, that was the trade on ETH. Just to kind of show you guys how I do it. Took our position right down here. Actually, no, I take that back. We actually took our position right about here. That's right. But we did catch this beautiful bounce right off of the regression line here. And just as predicted by our TA, we went right up through all of our fibs, and we went right up to our trend, and now we're correcting, coming back down. That's just good TA. VeChain, one of my favorites. Gosh, I love this crypto. I really do. I always tell you guys, I really preach it. Never fall in love with your crypto. Never, ever fall in love with your coin. You're here to make money. Oops. Oh, I got to quit doing that. I'm so bad. Bad. We're here to make money, not fall in love, but can I be honest with you guys? I've kind of fallen in love with VeChain. It's kind of my favorite. The thing is just fantastic. I mean, here, let me show you why. Let's go out to the daily chart. You can see there on the 5 minute, we're just moving sideways all day. Just been one of those cryptos that are in consolidation mode. Look at this. Look at this chart. Isn't this amazing? We've just ran up. It was a solid run all the way up, and then this was actually when they announced their partnership with Salesforce. Got a huge run there. And then you see we had to come back down eventually, and it looks like we're consolidating right here between 14 cents and 29 cents. So I definitely expect big things out of VeChain. If you don't know what VeChain does, they are a supply chain. They're a blockchain, but their niche market, their claim to fame, right, is that they really focus on the supply chain side of things and being a real utility coin for being able to track anything, right? You'd be able to go to like the supermarket, for example, and get a banana, and you could theoretically scan a QR code on that banana and see the entire blockchain history of where it's been, where it came from, where it was picked, and to where it arrived in the grocery store. So yeah, that's just a really cool coin. It's got a lot of utility value to it that's actually being used, right? Unlike other coins. Binance Coin, also one of my favorites. Look, we're still kind of just in this price channel, right? Every time we come down, we bounced off of our 20-day moving average here, 21-day moving average, sorry. And yeah, we're just kind of moving sideways in our price channel. Kind of what I want to see out of BNB right now, because here's what I did pick up. I did pick up a crap load of cake and a crap load of BNB. What I really had to do was balance the position out, because I'm actually providing liquidity right now on PancakeSwap. Staked in a liquidity pool for BNB and cake. And to do that, you have to have equal amounts of each coin. You put them in the pool, and then you actually get you get a cut of the transaction fees that occur on PancakeSwap between those coins. The longer you leave it in there, the more cut that you get. Pretty neat thing. Pretty neat. So yeah, there's BNB on the day. Moving along, we got XRP. You can see here's our pump from the news we got yesterday, and it's a clean breakout, right? So you're gonna see the same thing on XLM. CWK, I know you're holding XLM. You're gonna see the exact same thing on its chart. So you can see we got a clean breakout. We're here on it's a daily chart. That's okay. Clean breakout. And I would expect us, if our technicals hold, that we're going to continue up. We'll make it all the way up to this $1.96 range, our previous high. And of course, as always, we're either going to bounce off of it and come back down and stay in a price channel, or we're going to come up. We might catch a little bounce and then blast off, right? That's the hope. We don't want to do this where we come up, bounce down, go into the price channel. We want to go to the moon. We want to know what it's like to break out of this and go to all-time highs for XRP. So that's the hope. We'll see what happens. XLM, same thing. Same thing. You see, we could come up, we could bounce and come down, or we can go to the moon. I know which one I'm thinking is going to happen. Dogecoin. Any charts you guys want to look at? Anything in particular you're interested in? Dogecoin still looking just absolutely insane. There was our pump for today. Oops, every damn time. See, it actually flipped us back up above the 21-day moving average too, so that's also extremely bullish. Well, we'll see what happens here. We're following our trend that we'd placed way back when all this shenanigans first started, right? There's your overall macro trend going all the way back to before all the nonsense started, and we are respecting it. Look at that. We bounced off it once, we bounced off of it twice, we bounced off of it 3 times, and 3 times makes a trend, boys. 3 times a trend. So yeah, at the very least, I would expect Doge to make it up to the 42-cent range, back to its all-time highs is what it's looking like. It's a good trade. I mean, if you're looking to get an entry point, it'd be a good trade. You're sitting at 30 cents right now. You can make 12 cents a coin. That's huge. Just for poops and giggles here, let's take a look. What would that translate to? From our current price, if you were to take a position in Doge right now, and you were to sell at the next all-time, or at the previous all-time high, you'd be looking at a 38% gain. 38% gain. I don't care what your feelings are on Doge. That's a good trade. That's a damn good trade. Not financial advice, of course. I'm just the graphics guy. Basic attention token. The whore of crypto. The most used crypto in all of crypto. It gets used all over town. Everybody's using it. The village bicycle here. The crypto bicycle. You see, we broke out, and we're continuing to go. It's just been on this pretty wild uptrend ever since our initial crash here a couple weeks ago, right? It's just been on a slow recovery. It hasn't been rallying with the rest of the market, which we pointed out a couple times. But C-Dub says he's got nothing. That's too bad. That's too bad. I got some of your stonks on here. We'll go over here in just a second. Yeah, basic attention token. You see, we did bounce off our fib line here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we came back down and retested these levels. Kind of what it's looking like. Last up on our crypto list, we got SparkPoint. Not recovering. Not recovering at all. I'm just bleeding out. Stonks. See where our stonks are at. Isn't that just cringy as fuck when I say that? Oh, language. Language, sir. I get all cringy when I hear people say hodl or hodl. Especially if it's like, old people. Come on. Come on. You can see the Qs. That's what we're looking at here. We got the Qs, the NASDAQ. I added this yesterday because I told you guys it's actually a pretty damn good representation of the overall crypto market, right? Because it's got all the momentum stocks in it. A lot of your crypto miners fall into the NASDAQ. So I like to watch it for just kind of an overall gauge of where our markets could be going. GameStop. Looks like NASDAQ did get a hell of a boost after hours, though. I don't know if you guys saw that. GameStop really continuing to respect the trend, right? Check that out. Respecting the trend we put in way back yonder. Looks like they had a hell of a day. GameStop had a hell of a close yesterday, and then, of course, after hours, and then today, we've just been kind of moving sideways here. What did Coinbase do? Coinbase, I mean, we're not at the bottoms. Coinbase isn't at all-time lows anymore. We're moving our way back up. We're up and over 300, right? Currently, where'd we close? Closed at 298, so we're just below 300. I'd be a buyer of Coinbase below 300. Heck yeah. Seems like a steal. MicroStrategy had a healthy day. Look at that. Real healthy day. It's good to see. Tesla, they recover from their sell-off yesterday. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Tesla just went sideways. Sitting at the sitting real low right now. Look at that, 692 on Tesla. We're below 700. Wow. Wow. Be a great time to go buy my Tesla coin. Riot. Getting hammered after hours. They had a great day though. Look at that. Riot screamed today. Back up to 44 it looks like on the high. Wow. Losing some momentum after hours, but hey. That's awesome. Looks like they broke out of this previous resistance line that they had put in place. Marathon Miner. Also losing steam after hours. I guarantee this is all because of the Facebook nonsense. Absolutely ridiculous. But overall, look at that. Marathon also had a great day. It was a good day for the miners. That's good to see. Last but not least on the stonks, we've got Penn National. Just went sideways. Actually, here, C-Dub, you're going to want to look at this. Not only did we go sideways, we're also respecting the downtrend. You see that? This is one that we'd put in way back. And we rode the downtrend all day long. That's unfortunate. And is unfortunate. Bright side though, looks like your moving average is pointing back up towards the trend. So you might get a breakout here eventually. Or if we go into the 4-hour, really take a more macro view here. Yeah. Ugh. See, here's what I don't like about Penn, dude. When you see a chart like this where it just rolls over, these are called camel humps. And if you see this, that's like the biggest red flag to dump the stock that you can get, right? Camel humps are, from a technical standpoint, camel humps are literally the worst chart pattern that you could see as far as a bullish point of view goes. If you're a bear and you see this, then yeah, that's awesome. Short the hell out of it. But yeah, camel hump's not good. You see we're rolling over. You could call it a head and shoulder pattern too. I mean, where we put in a higher high and then we put in a lower high previously. So just something to think about, bud. I want to see you ride this thing because look where you could be going. This is the real scary part for me. If you come down through the regression line and you don't catch a bounce here, you could be riding this thing all the way back down to 51 possibly. That's a horror show. You don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Alright, that is all we've got for my charts. If there's, C-Dub says, he saw, not looking good. Yeah. I'm worried that the opportunity that Penn gave you yesterday might have been your best exit opportunity, right? Because you're in a downtrend. That's really why I pointed it out to you. Because when you get opportunities like that, when you find yourself in an overall downtrend, man, you really got to take them. Because right, think about what the next step is. If you keep following it down here, which it is doing, it's respecting the trend, right? So you could theoretically say that as we follow it down, we're going to bounce here, we'll come back down, we'll put in a lower low, and then we'll bounce back up, and we'll bounce back off our trend line. So the next opportunity that you're going to get with Penn looks like it's going to be at 87.93, which is significantly lower than where it got to yesterday, right? So, and then of course you'll repeat that same thing. When you come back down, you'll probably bounce off the bottom regression zone, and then you'll put in a lower high again. Rinse and repeat. So, sometimes when you find yourself in a downtrend like that, you got to really just scoop up those exit opportunities if they're given to you. But you know that now that I've gone on for 20 minutes on the bearish point of view, let's find you some hope, because here's the hopeful side, right? The hopeful side is that we did bounce off of our regression line, right where we wanted to. If we were going to get a bounce with Penn National, this is where we wanted to see it, and we got it. Ideally, we would have broken out of our trend line today, and we would have really, put some distance between us and made a higher high here, and then maybe consolidated. That's what we wanted to see. That's really what we're looking for. So eventually we have to put in a higher high. Otherwise, it's bearish. So. Alright. Throat's getting dry. I've been talking now for about 40 minutes, right on time. I think that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. C-Dub, thanks for moderating the chat. As always, my silent partner. I cannot thank you enough for hanging out with me when we do these. You make my life so much easier. Guys, if you like the content and you're new to the channel, give me a like, give me a follow, give me a subscribe, pound that notification. Do all the things that every other YouTuber tells you to do. Just get it done. I could really use the followers, right? Look at this. I might go down in history as the saddest YouTuber of all time. So let's fix that. Let's fix that. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. And until next time, we'll see you later.